What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob. Doing Highland Park 17-year-old Delight. Bottled at 52.9%. From what I've been told, this is 100% second fill sherry casks. So 100% refill sherry casks. Unlike the dark, which is, I'm pretty sure, predominantly first fill sherry casks, and then unlike the full volume, which is 100% ex-bourbon barrels. So this is super light, almost as light as the full volume, much lighter than the dark, which I have right over here. Very little left, but that's that bad boy right there that I reviewed earlier. Very good stuff. You should check out that review. So like I said, 52.9%, 17 years old. It is unchill filtered, no added color. And it smells incredible. Okay, so this bottle was given to me by a lovely lady that goes by the name V. She is responsible for Highland Park PR in Ontario, and she does an excellent job. I received this bottle when I went to do the Highland Park single cask tasting for the LCBO, and it wasn't necessarily for the LCBO, it was to decide which bottle the LCBO would go for. 3 different single casks, each one very, very good. We got to choose which one we liked best, and luckily we all agreed on the exact same one. We also got to try this that day, and I was blown away. Such a beautiful character on the nose. A lot of lemon, a lot of citrus notes here. There's some honey. There's a grassy note as well. And then in the background you have this faint charcoal type nose. Very, very nice on the nose. Not overpowering at all. 52.9% works very, very well for this expression. I love that charcoal note at the back end. Brown sugar over charcoal flame. That's kind of what you get here. But it's very faint, and it's very, very much in the background. Beautiful nose. On the palate, again, right off the hop, you get that citrus note. More on the lemon than on the oranges. Beautiful finish. I'm really impressed with what Highland Park's done with their last 3 17-year-olds. Full volume, the dark, and this light. The finish is beautiful on all 3 of those. Blows me away every time. I almost forget about it until I drink it. And it's really the highlight, in my opinion, of these 3 expressions. Definitely get that grassy note on the nose. Really nice briny note on the palate. Salty, sweet, lemons, honey, maybe a touch of like sugar, brown sugar or something like that. And then you get that nice charcoal finish. Getting a little bit of like peaches. Some other nice fruit notes in there as well. I just can't pick them up. Maybe honeydew. Or cantaloupe. Something like that. There's something herbal there for sure too. And then again, that finish, just awesome. I guess you can tell this is an A+. And I did get this bottle for free. So a lot of people might think, you know, Rob's biased. He got this bottle for free. He didn't have to pay the $280 to $400 Canadian, depending on $280 American to $400 Canadian, depending on where you buy it. You're right. I didn't have to buy it. It was free. But I'm not exaggerating when I say this is excellent stuff. Would I spend the money? I bought 2 of these. I'll probably buy a second of these as a collector bottle, just because I think they're really cool. They're really nice bottles, and a rule of thumb for me is if I'm gonna collect a bottle, I better enjoy drinking it, just in case I decide it's too hard to sell and I'd rather just drink it. So that's also kind of my thought process when I buy things to collect as well. If I get stuck with it, will I enjoy it? And the answer is yes. I'm definitely enjoying this now. I've gone through quite a bit of it, as you can tell. And do I plan to finish this bottle and replace it? Yeah, I do. Okay, so it's expensive. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that at all. It's an A+ for me though. And if I had to give it a numeric mark, which I don't love doing just because numeric marks don't make a ton of sense for me, but I would notch this maybe a little higher and this one a little lower. So I can't remember if I gave this one a 92, something along those lines. This would be a 90-91, but both really, really good. I just tend to go for the heavier smoke, heavier, robust flavor profile, and that is what you're gonna get with this one. This one, you get the distillery character a lot more. You get that brininess from Highland Park, you get that charcoal note, and you get to really appreciate the spirit. You can't go wrong with either of them. If you guys follow Whisky Fun, he gave this one a 90, and he gave this one, I think it was in the 70s, like a 78 or a 79. So I prefer this one, to be honest with you, but Serge preferred this one, and by a long shot. And he doesn't just give away 90s, so that just goes to show you how good that one is as well. But like I said, I've said it before, I'll say it again, this is all a matter of opinion, so you guys be the judge. Hopefully you get to try a dram of it before you have to buy it, but I honestly think they're very, very good. In my opinion, much better than the 18-year-old. You guys can decide for yourselves, but that's an A+ for me, okay? You guys can check me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You guys can also help keep the lights on the channel and support on Patreon. You guys can find the link to Patreon on my homepage. I really appreciate it in advance, guys. I thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Cheers.